Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. I have to tell you, my ATV is full of mouse turds. I'll show you that in a minute. So it's about 2:30, still November 8th, Saturday, 10.4 degrees. This is in the shade, so that's probably really the right temperature. Look at that, my battery's all nice and charged up. Got some decent weather. This one says 75. I don't know, could you guys see 75? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm probably blocking it. 74. This says 102.3. That's an example of solar energy. So, my attention deficit disorder was wide open today. I mean, it was screaming. So, I got a whole assortment of stupid things to show you. First of all, mail check. I mentioned that I bought one of these recently, and particularly this one was super clean. So this is in addition to the one we rebuilt last night. It's got the official Honda thing on it. The individual who sold this to me was kind of complaining. He said it cost him $80 to get it rebuilt. It was rebuilt recently, but if he paid $80 to get it rebuilt, he really kind of overpaid it a touch. And he screwed up. This thing, I think I did a buy it now for $39.95 and like $10 to ship it. So I like to get these for about $50, especially if they're, you know, like that one's a real nice looking one, right? So, though they have part of the compression release in there, and then tape over the hole, so it's in pretty decent shape. I also mentioned that I bought some more string. This is a little smaller than I thought. I like the other stuff from yesterday better, and there's the price on it. Right, so you can see it comes in just under $20, and this is 200 feet. So there we are. Once again, this I'll probably use for lawnmowers. A little thin for me. I have even thicker stuff that's really supposed to go with the Hondas, but that seems to be missing for the time being. I guess it'll show itself eventually. So, mail check. There you go. That was first. Second, I'm like leaving things everywhere also. I moved those transmissions into that shed, though they're not exactly where I want them. I'm trying to get things closer to where they're going to live. So we got that. We'll talk about mouse turd here in a minute. I cleaned up the back of this shed here because I've been looking at, you know, metal roofing and what could I do to kind of create places to store things. So I got this shed, right? That's nice and high. It'd be easy to hang something off the back of it. I just replaced this piece of wood. I showed you guys from the inside it was all rotted. Kind of put an overhang so that water doesn't go down it. Anyway, kind of cleared out the back of this. I'll haul this thing away later. This is a road sign generator. You see, there's the generator. And that thing goes clickety click to flash things. See, number 2 diesel. There's a Lombardi diesel, single cylinder. There's 2 of them. There's this guy, and there's the one over there that still has the sign attached to it. You guys can see that, right? So I'll zoom it for you. You can see the sign on top. Why do I have those? I don't know. I should get counseling. So, yeah, anyway, I'm considering what I'm gonna do. Because if I put kind of a little overhang thing there, I could put some stuff behind this shed. It's dead space anyway. Stuff that my wife won't notice and won't give me grief about. I'm thinking it wouldn't be a bad thing to do. So I'll get some commentary on that, I'm sure. So there's that. Sorry for the wind. And then over to my friend Mouse Turds here. So I vacuumed out this area around the battery and all. Then I went to work on the carburetor, and it was hard to get to the carburetor, so I had to take this off, and I took the front off, and it turns out the front is where the air cleaner lives, and that's what I got going on in the front. It is absolutely full of mouse and mouse turds and all kinds of bad news in there. Probably catch the HEPA virus from it. Nasty, nasty. I put the jump pack on it to make sure the engine was free, and it was. I was able to turn it over. First, it wouldn't turn over, and I didn't realize I had the key turned off. So if you have the key turned off, the starter won't engage. No kidding. So then I did the old ground wire to here and touched the starting relay, and it turned over. So I'm glad it's not seized. And last but not least, my least favorite carb, Mikuni's. Probably gonna get all kinds of hate mail. No, I love Mikuni carbs. Good for you. I hate them. Look at that. That's not the Mikuni carbs problem. That's the problem from the mice crapping in it. So, and this is one of the reasons why I hate Mikuni carbs. They kind of sit there a tad sideways, a little twisty. I hate that because there's no easy universal carb to throw on there. To throw another carb on there, I got to replace the intake manifold, or I got to cut the intake manifold and twist it on a hose, right? Probably that's what would be the wisest thing to do, is cut it, twist it on a hose, and put a standard carb on there. Yeah, I hate this kind of stuff, right? Makes it so that life is not easy. I've already tried to pry this apart, and it won't come apart. And if you guys have worked on carburetors, you can't just throw this in the soak unless you take all the plastic pieces off. And the rubber, particularly the rubber pieces. Plastic could take a little bit of the soak. Rubber can't take any of the soak, because if you put it in the carburetor soak, it eats the rubber. So the carb has to come apart before I can throw it into the soak, so I can make sure I got no rubber pieces in it. And the bottom won't pry off. You can see a little scarring right there where I attempted to take the bottom off, and it won't come apart. So this thing is just being a wicked pain in the balls right now. Where's the cat? Where's that cat? Where's the cat? You gonna talk? There you go. She's been killing stuff. I've been as I've been walking around the lawn, I've been stepping on. Go kill something else. I've been stepping on all kinds of dead mice everywhere. You didn't get that one though, did you? So the reason why I like Hondas, particularly 200Ss, 185s, is I can walk right up to them, right? I can reach right underneath, almost without looking, and touch the carb. I undo these two bolts, I loosen up the air filter, I take the carb out, I look at the carb. If the carb's a piece of crap, I go to eBay and I order one for 20 bucks. This Yamaha Badger is already working its way into the land of being a pest. I did have another whole engine for one of these with the starter, though I haven't seen it lately. I wonder where the hell it's hiding. I don't think there was a carb on it. I think there was an intake manifold, but I think the carb was off it. Yeah, that is just a wicked pest. that is just a pest. Yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I throw this in like diesel fuel overnight or kerosene? Something, because the bowl won't come off. I tried to pry the bowl off and it won't come off. I took the 4 screws out. I don't think any of this other stuff, I don't see anything else holding it on, unless somebody knows something about Mikuni carbs that I don't know. Right? And some carbs I know have a bolt in them. Where is it? So that you can't drop the bowl of the carburetor unless you take the bolt out. Like these carbs here, right? Unless you take this thing out, this jet out, the whole thing out, you can't drop this carburetor because this thing goes up diagonally and won't let it drop. So I know there are carbs with that, but I'm not seeing any of that here. And I gotta tell you, you smell anywhere close to that, even for the distance I am away, I'm like 18 inches away from that, it smells like bad gas and mouse piss. Horrible, horrible. You know, this is my own fault for letting the bike sit around so long, so I shouldn't be whining and complaining. I just gotta fix it. Yeah, as I'm looking at this, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be easier, to attempt to fix it or to come up with a I could probably come up with a flat adapter plate, right, such that I screw it on, picture it screwing right on to that, and then having a set of horizontal holes at the right spacing. That might almost be easier. What do you want? Huh? Why don't you go kill something? Why don't you kill the mouse that did this? Alright, I know what you want. Come on. Come here. My wife's not home, so instead the cat has to boss me around. Happy? Alright guys, I'm gonna run. It's still relatively early, but I'm gonna see what else I could get into today. Thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your head down, or keep your head up, keep your feet down, and have a good day. Don't forget to enjoy all your days. Alright folks, keep the comments coming. Bye now.